Welcome to our public campaign kickoff. We're doing it publicly because Alaska has given us a $5,000 donation, and I wanted to have some public ways of saying thank you to Alaska Airlines for being such a good community supporter, because this bond issue is very important for all of us. We have a few people here to speak today to talk to us about the importance of this, and let me just take first Senator Kaiser. If you will do this first for us.
Thank you, Chuck, and thank you all for turning out today. This is a really important day to get started in a positive way on the campaign to do what we have to do as a community, step up and rebuild our schools. You know, I work in the state legislature on capital budgets. That's what provides the funding from the state for the school construction program. It's a matching program, and that means we have to be in partnership with local school districts that pass bond measures. And when bond measures don't pass, we cannot give state matching funds because there's nothing to match. Well, the superintendent just released $371 million in state matching funds this week. And we don't get those until we pass a bond. So we know what we have to do. We need to step up and be good partners with our community, with our students, with our teachers, with our kids, and provide the schools and the school funding that we need to have quality education throughout the Highline School District. We can do this. We will do this. We're going to do it this year. And I want to tell you that Citizens program that came together to work on this proposal did a terrific job. Everyone who served on that Citizens Commission and sat around those tables and looked at the need and looked at what we could do, bless you, every one of you, for the hours and hours you spent. It was a huge job, a huge lift, and it shows community involvement, support, and that's how we're going to win. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Karen. You can go to the Des Moines Waterland Festival now because I know you've got other responsibilities out there. We appreciate this very much.
Thank you so much.
I thought it would be nice as well to have an alumni from Highline High School, and just so that we're clear on this bond issue is not just about Highline High School. This bond issue is about all of the schools in this district, because it is a district that has lots of needs. We're going to be building a brand new middle school on the Glacier site, and we're really excited about that because that will help to relieve the pressure on our elementary schools. And we're going to build a brand new building for the Des Moines Elementary. We'll put that on the Zenith site because we own it and because it was the best economical way to fix some of the problems that we have. So, Maya Mendoza Ekstrom, an alumna of this wonderful school and a huge community supporter, works with the Highline Schools Foundation, that is a marvelous community member and a citizen. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. I'm really happy that Chuck asked me to be here. I am a really proud pirate, and I think one of the reasons that I'm a really proud pirate is because of the legacy and history of this place. Not just the institution and the students and teachers and kids that have come through these halls, but because it's so connected to the fabric of this community. When we sat in homecoming classroom or in homecoming assemblies, and alumni from the 20s and 30s would come into a standing ovation from the most disinterested student to the most interested student, it's one of the legacy pieces that really attaches to me. But the quality of that attachment is completely dependent upon the experience that our students have when they walk these halls. The quirks for me of linoleum bubbling up 20 years ago and how the library kind of smelled musty and how we talk as alumni about those things in that sort of vein of nostalgia and quirkiness aren't now. They're impediments. The library is unusable. Kids can't actually check out books because the library is full of water. And we know also that those things, which are kind of gross to us, aren't even the biggest issues. When we talk about having a school system preparing students for the challenges of a modern 21st century economy, with the number of jobs that are being created in this market in technology, in STEM and mathematics, the infrastructure is more than just four walls that keep the water out. It's also about the technology and the access to the systems that we can provide for our students so they can compete in that market. I'm proud to be a Highline High School Pirate. I will always be a Highline High School Pirate, but I'm also worried about the 7 and 8-year-olds Des Moines Elementary School who don't understand that the reason that their school is the worst on the survey in terms of the infrastructure crumbling around them is the result of us as a community not taking care of them. And that is not something, as a citizen of this community, that I'm willing to accept anymore. And I want my daughter, who is now 2 years old, to be the 3rd generation to walk these halls. I want her to have the same pride that her mother and her grandmother had as a pirate in this facility. And the only way we do that is by making our school system better. I always talk to my friends in the Seattle area that I work and live with that are moving here from other parts of the world, and they ask me how the schools are. And I immediately talk about the wonderful people, the really unique and challenging teachers that we have that really push students to succeed. But I wonder if they ever came and toured a school, if they would feel the same way about the quality of our school system. And I don't want the buildings to be the reason that we don't attract quality people to this community, because the people that actually work here are amazing. Many of those people aren't even employees, and I want to thank the Citizens Committee for coming together. I think in the challenge of the bond issues, we have so many people that don't understand the critical need that's happening in our school system. And so for a Citizens Committee to come together and to really hear the dissenting opinion and to take those issues into how they made the process of what are those critical needs right now and what might we stage the 20-year growth that we're anticipating over a longer period of time, that's a responsible part of being a citizen as well. And so I really want to commend the committee, because it makes it a really sellable bond. It makes it one of those things that's really hard to say no to. And I am really proud to have a yes sign in my yard, and we'll say yes this November.
We are live at Highline High School.
Benji, we thought we would have a current student, and we have a few other current students here. We really like that, but you were volunteered to be a speaker, and we really appreciate that, Benji. So if you want to, thank you.
Yes, I will. Hello, everybody. I'm a 3rd generation pirate, and it kind of saddens me that I'm walking in the same building that my mom and my grandparents all walked in. I think it should have been changed before now, especially some of the infrastructure, seeing as, I mean, we're probably using some of the same technology that people used back in 2004. Sounds about right. Which, I mean, that doesn't sound that long ago, but when you're looking at how fast technology is moving forward, the fact that in 2004, one of these was just an idea in some guy's head is kind of crazy, right? Now it's physical, and this isn't even the newest model, right? Some of the other problems that we have, like was mentioned with the library, how it smells musty. We have tons of mold in this building, and that's a huge problem for some of my friends who have really bad allergies. We really need to fix that. And I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but we need to go out and we need to tell people that we need to fix it. Yeah, I think that's really all I got here.
Angie, thank you so very much. We have one more speaker. An important part of my life in terms of this Highline School District was Vicki Fisher, who has been at all levels of the process as an administrator, and is now the principal of Highline High School, and was also a graduate of Highline High School. So here is our principal. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. Thanks, everybody. So first of all, thank you for being here. I love having our students. Benji, great job. You said it perfectly. Maya, my speech is whatever she said, okay? Just take that to heart. It couldn't have been said better, and I agree with Karen Kaiser as well. To have this kind of support for this bond is fantastic, and it is so critical. I'm going to tell you just a quick story. I've been popping into summer school this last month that's been taking place over at Mount Rainier High School, and we have a lot of students who are currently attending summer school. So as I've talked to them, asked them, you know, are you working hard? Are you earning these credits that you need? They're saying yes, but I had 3 students come up to me and say, Miss Fisher, you might not like this, but I want to know how I can transfer. I like Highline and I like everybody at Highline, but this school is so much nicer. I can actually learn better here. I feel like being a student is important here. And can I get a piece of paper so that I can transfer to Mount Rainier High School? It nearly broke my heart. It's not okay that 3 of our campuses are such that our students don't take pride in walking into school and feeling like this is the place where they want to learn and that they can learn best. So let's get this bond passed. Let's change that and never let that happen again. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Do remember that you need to be registered to vote if you're not. And we also have remittance paperwork over there if you'd like to donate now. We do need to raise money. That's a huge issue for us, raising money so that we can run a campaign. So anything you can do to help with that, if you would like to volunteer to do house parties or other things with us, we would love to have that happen so that we can raise the money necessary to get this thing passed because it's so important. The work of the CFAC was huge. That's the Citizens Facilities Advisory Committee, and they did, honestly, I think, a great job. And I think that we have a bond that we can sell with good heart because it will try to meet the needs of as many people as possible. One of my favorite little sayings is, please do not sacrifice the good for the sake of the perfect. We can't get a bond issue that will take care of all of the problems right now. But we can have a bond issue that will take care of our most pressing needs and have a plan in place to begin to take care of the other needs as they are coming up. So when you have friends who want it perfect, say thank you so much. We like it perfect too, but we don't want to sacrifice the good for the sake of it. So thank you all for coming. Have a great Saturday, and let's have a great campaign.
Don't go in there, you'll get sick.
An anxious future student.
You'll have a brand new high school to go to. Yeah.